It's 2019 and I'm on the road. I had reached the Gilbert River campground and decided to sit for a few days to let the finances catch up with the credit card. These stopovers also give me the chance to sit down and get some serious video editing done. It's a process that never seems to stop. I was here for 3 nights and now it was time to move on towards the serious Gulf country region. First stop, Croyden. Good morning, it's the 8th of July 2019 and we're leaving our campsite at the Gilbert River. And we're moving towards Croyden, which is about 73 kilometres away, I believe. Place gets well used at night time, but I had one clown. Haven't seen him all morning, haven't seen any movement at all, but you know, an RV Winnebago thing, probably a rented one, probably has no idea of what you should and shouldn't do, but parked right outside my bloody window. Crazy. Yeah, the board indicates that this is 2 metres underwater when everything's well and truly in flood, or up to 2 metres, maybe even further. If you're on flat ground here, so if you can read that board, it says 2 metres, and you've come in a bloody long way before you decided, well, maybe it's not a good idea to continue. We're on our way. It is 9:17 AM. Could have left a while ago, but why? Run the Jenny for a while and try and get the batteries back up a bit. For some reason or other, the fridge has stopped working now. Whether that's because of the battery or whether it's the fridge itself, I don't know, but anyway, that's something that needs to be investigated. When I take the caravan off next time, I can get the back doors open and get the fridge out. I've also discovered that the one of the 2 boxes in the back, while I set it up so that I could reach over to get at it, the way I've got the back seat set up now and I drop the back seat and get in, I've got the box turned around the wrong way, so that needs to be fixed up as well, turned around. So I've got a couple of little modifications to do. Okay, Croyden, here we come. Queensland gets knocked for a number of things, but something that seems to be fairly consistent, the road verges. It's all cleared back to the tree line. We just crossed the little river and there's quite a bit of water in it. Gilbert is dry. On a high point, 212 metres. It's a bit different to the 1,000 that we've been dealing with back at Atherton. Been a bit of roadkill. Hawks and eagles having a go at it this morning. According to the GPS, we're approaching something called the jump up. So I dare say we're going to drop or climb. I think more like drop. Speed limit's changed from 110 to 100. Rest area on the right. Starting at 202 metres. This looks like it finishes at 174, so it's only a 30-metre drop. Sounds like interesting country here. It's approaching something called Moonlight Creek. It sounds as though it's definitely got history. We're getting close to Croyden, and it's all mining country through here. Speed limit's back up to 110 again. Oh, there's Laycock Creek. There's a creek running alongside of us. That might have been the Moonlight one. Don't know. Moonlight gets its name on the map, and Laycock doesn't. Interesting. Basket Creek. I mentioned earlier that the car fridge wasn't working. I wondered whether maybe the auxiliary battery had gone flat. The car seemed to start on it, if indeed it did start on the auxiliary battery. But I went looking for the voltmeter. Can't find it. It's not in either of my boxes that I can see, so I guess the only way I'm going to find it is to buy a new one. And then of course the old one will turn up. I didn't look in the boot of the caravan, but I don't think it's in there. It should be in the car anyway. I can't remember whether I lent it to John or someone, or I didn't get it back or whatever. I don't know. I don't think I did, but anyway, whatever. I couldn't find it this morning. Oh, there you go. That's interesting. Had a call from a truck behind me telling me that there was a hose hanging down at the back of the caravan beside the jerry can. And when I transferred the fuel out, I'd hung the hose over the back wheels and forgotten to put it in the boot, and it was still there after 60k. That's not bad going. But while I was about it, I decided to check the fridge, and the fridge is working again, so obviously the battery has run down, and to that end, when I start the journey next time, we're going to have to put the battery charger on it. Start getting some more charge back into the battery, because we are dragging a fair bit off it. This is Croyden. There's a BP Roadhouse here. I bet there's no prices up. Gives indications of what the pricing is. Information centre to the left. Park, the old jail and everything right over here on the right. Shire Council to the left. Club Hotel on the corner.
Hey Jack, does that other survey have food feeder? Might be something coming up.
No, I didn't have food. One coming up. Yeah, I think so.
If I can butt in, guys, what's the pricing diesel-wise? Are they the same price at both places? Thank you. Oh, there, the old shop is gone. The oldest store, it's gone. Well, that's sad. Croyden General Store was established in 1894 and it claims to be the oldest store in Australia. Probably the oldest one still operating of the original ones. Well, so that's something else that we've filmed that is no longer. Butcher's no longer there. Looks like the fuel is serve yourself. 170 for diesel, 166 for unleaded. Okay, I need to check back on the video about this one. I don't know whether that butcher shop was there or not. There's the butcher alongside of it. Quality butcher with a tin front. A little old butcher shack. I need to go and check back on the video from 2010 and maybe 2013. You are not going to believe this, but I mentioned the oldest store in Queensland or whatever it was, and there's nothing there but fuel pumps in the shed now. I'm thinking, what the hell's going on here? So I asked them the thing as to when did they close it. Apparently it burnt down last year. There's no way. I mean, I filmed that. It can't be my fault. The people at the service station begged me not to film there. I have no idea why. I have no idea why. Old Town Hall, the police station, the courthouse. This is the Heritage Precinct here.
You scared me half to death. Do me a favour and finish the job, would you? Oh, never mind. Welcome to the Croyden jail.
It's the old police station quarters, and that's the jail down the back. And this is the old Croyden courthouse. So this was a juror's bench. This is probably one of the best museums that I've seen, in that there's not too much stuff, and what is there is very tastefully and well laid out. Easy to look at. This is the Croyden Shire Hall. In the early 1900s, Croyden had a population of around 7,000 people. By the 1950s, they dwindled to just a couple of hundred. It was almost a ghost town. This doubles as a movie theatre as well. Or it did. Many's the gig we've done in a hall like this over the years. This is the Croyden Shire Hall, or the original Shire Hall. And of course some of the old machinery, there's machinery from the battery, all brought down here. There's still a lot of it in the bush up there still. But what we will do is we'll go up and have a look at Lake Belmore while we're here. So there's the supermarket. There's a bit of hilly stuff to go through to get up here. There's the lake down there. It's a pity there's not a lookout up there to look back on the lake. Kangaroos, 2 of them. There's a lookout up here somewhere. It's either this one or the next one. There it all. Now this is Croyden. So returning from Lake Belmore, and this is Croyden again. Caravan park in there. Yeah, there is a roundabout. Oh wait a minute, there used to be a yard full of old trucks and tractors and things here somewhere. The sign says it all. It's a pity that everything's pointing the other way. Croyden, tidy little town, it really is. As we mentioned before, it's the terminus for the golf lander which runs between Normanton and Croyden. That's the railway station directly ahead. Okay. Love these old lamps along the road here. A hotel established in 1887. Wow. $130 ago. Once again, there's the old store and she's gone. Normanton 148. So fasten your seatbelts because that's what the sign said to do. Caution, road trains 50 metres long. You may remember we were coming off the jump up. 202 metres, which of course was a long way down on where we'd been previously. Along here, periodically there's a water level on the side of the road, a marker, and they reach to a metre, which means this ground, when it's really wet in the wet season, it's generally or fairly probably underwater. Currently the altitude is 67, 68 metres above sea level. We're coming up to Black Bull. Black Bull is where the train stops when it's coming along to have morning tea or lunch or whatever it is. With the what it's doing, it's run on Wednesdays and Thursdays. It used to be when the train was running on the way back that there was a group of people who would come along and make morning tea for the passengers. And that tradition is carried on. When we did the trip, we came out here and we stopped, and it was by that under those picnic tables and everything there, where we had morning tea. So it's 1:45. That's Black Bull siding. As I explained, the Golflander comes through between Normanton and Croyden and stops here, and the passengers are light and they're given morning tea. And in the old days, it used to be a stop, and that was the the standard practice. Black Bull siding. Yeah, it's about 65 or thereabouts from Croyden. So pretty much midway between Croyden and Normanton. Warm day today. Travelling in air-conditioned comfort is the way to do it. Speed limit reduced back to 100. It's almost the same width road, but the road edges aren't marked. A little rough on the edges, and the verges are a lot closer. Other than that, I can't see why they've reduced it from 110 back to 100. That's an eagle, and he was going to take it with him. He's got to go back and get it. The bush is suddenly very much thicker on the side of the road. It was a little more open before. We're just under 40 kilometres out of Normanton. It's the Norman River, and there's water in it. Well, there is on one side. That was Glenore Crossing, and the Leichhardt Lagoon Camping Park is just off to the left hand side up here. And there, in fact, I think it is. Right there. Turn right to Norman, turn left to Cloncurry. I thought I had me a parking spot back there, but I went for it. Actually, that might be the way there on that corner. That might be, no, maybe not. That's been used as a shortcut as well. But then I've got onto it and then found out in actual fact it looked as though it was a roadway into a property, so can't really well jump on those. Old house up there. Seven to Normanton. Another 78 to Karumba. This is the turn off to Burketown. It's the Savannah Way going across the west, across the Northern Territory. This is the continuation of the Matilda Way. If you enjoyed this video, there are over 400 more just like it on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell, and we'll let you know when our next video is available. If you like this video, hit the like button, and maybe even leave a comment. If you weren't too impressed, then the dislike button tells us absolutely nothing. So tell us why, so that we can do something about it. Thanks for watching.